Okay, everyone, let's do some IM2 videos focused primarily on graphing various functions that are going to be important over the next couple years, okay? So here we go. The first one I'm going to focus on is the one I started with a couple weeks ago, graphing circles. Now, we're going to first start with the easy ones. They're already in their, what I call standard form. Later in the year, we're going to learn how to get our circle functions in standard form to graph. But for now, I'm going to give them to you that way. But anyways, here's how it's done. So if you look at number one right here, the first thing you simply do is you ask yourself, hey, what's going to make that x expression right there go to 0? The obvious answer is -4. What's going to make the y expression go to 0? That's -3. So -4, -3 is the center of my circle. So we already found the center of the circle. Now, the other thing that's very important is that 9 right there, you have to remember, guys, is the radius squared. And without getting into a big discussion why, you just have to remember that's radius squared. So if r squared is 9, in other words, once I do a square root, I know the radius is 3. So as far as graphing is concerned, I'm first going to go to the center. -4, -3 is right there, correct? Again, I'm just using whatever makes it 0, guys, is your center. And then knowing that the radius is 3, and without guessing too much, I'm just going to go up, down, left, and right, 3 exact spaces. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 spaces to the right, then 1, 2, 3 spaces up, 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left, 1, 2, 3 spaces down. And if I just carefully connect those points with a nice arc, and again, maybe you get your own compass to help you do real accurate circles, but that's not really necessary, guys, for your math classes, at least for the next year or two. And there's my circle. I know my radius is 3, and I know the center is at -4, -3. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, let's try this one. Well, do you agree that 1 would make it 0 there? -2 would make it 0 there. Do we now know the center of our circle? It's simply x1, y, -2. There's our center. We could actually graph it right now if you like. 1, -2 is right there. Next, we have to remember again that 16 right there is my radius squared. So I'm going to square root both sides. I know my radius is simply 4. So from the center, I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right again. 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Connect with a nice arc. And I have my circle graphed. Radius is 4. Center at 1, -2. Pause your video again if you need to. Okay, so for now, guys, this is about as tricky as it's going to get. Okay? Let's start out and see if we can't graph this one. If you want to go ahead and pause the video and give it a try yourself, be my guest. Okay, so hopefully you agree -1 makes it 0, 2 makes it 0. -1, 2 is the center of my circle. It's that simple. So -1, 2 is right there, right? Next, what about the radius? Ooh, it's not a perfect square. Well, if r squared is 8 and I take the square root, if you look on the bottom of my screen right here, guys, that's why I did it. The square root of 8 is 2.828. So radius is approximately, we use a little squiggly equals there, 2.8, right? So let's go ahead and just count 1, 2, and just short of 3 right there would it be about 2.8. Same thing going up, just short of 3 up. 1, 2, just short of 3 to the left, 1, 2, just short of 3 down. Connect with an arc. There's my circle. The radius is approximately, again, 2.8 with a center of -1, +2. All right, let's do one more. Here we go. Why don't you pause the video and give this one a try? Okay, let's see how you did. 3 makes it 0. -1 makes it 0. So 3, -1 right there is the center of my circle. What about the 11? Don't forget, 11 is the radius squared. So I do have to take the square root of 11 as shown in the bottom of my screen. And approximating that, I know the radius is 3.3. So if I was to do a quick sketch or graph, I would just simply go 1, 2, 3 and a little bit further to represent 3.3. I would do the same thing going up, 1, 2, 3 and a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, a little bit more there. Connect it with a nice arc or so. And we are done. So guys, that's basically how you graph circles. Hopefully you're not being annoyed by the loud music outside my car right now. But anyways, that's it guys. If you know how to graph circles, later on this semester, we'll go ahead and do trickier ones that are not in standard form. And you'll be more than ready to tackle mathematics next school year. See you in class.